randomly. So, okay, this is my opponent, Bogdan Daniel Dayok. He is the 48th best chess player in the world. A very, very strong player. And of course, he is much stronger than me, but anything can happen. So, as you can see here, the pieces are not on their normal starting squares, and that is intentional. So we get kind of like it's kind of like a Stonewall Dutch. This is akin to the Stonewall Dutch. I will show you guys on lead chess what that is. D4. Like this, for example, is the Stonewall Dutch. Not typically played in this move order, but this is the structure. So I go bishop f4, which is a slight mistake. I wanted to pressure the e5 square, but he can always play g5, so that's probably why. Now, I saw that that is g5, and then he wins a pawn. No, he doesn't win a pawn, but he gets my dark squared bishop for his knight off the board, and here that's a good trade for him. I play h4, h6, and now I find this idea knight e5, attacking g6 and the knight. So if he trades everything off, which is what happens, I don't have to worry about him attacking my dark squared bishop anymore. The h4 pawn is a bit weak, but I can defend it with queen d4. He goes queen e7, and now he wants to play c5, and my queen will be misplaced. So I try this very bold move, b4. Um, Beta being that I will take it if he goes c5. So I go so he goes b6, threatening c5 again. Here, I could have just completely ignored the threat with bishop d3. So, like, here his king is going to be more exposed than mine. I will castle. I should show you guys what castling is. So you castle the same, your king and rook will be on the same squares as they are in regular chess. I can actually just castle here, and his king is super exposed. So I should have just let him play c5, but I played b5. A6, I play a4. I have to keep the pawn on b5. And here, I was worried he was going to just castle, and I didn't see how I was going to attack his king. But the engine says +1 for me. So I guess the fact that he can use the A file doesn't mean much, since I can always go queen b2. For example, an endgame is just really bad for him. Well, queen e7, g3, rook a8, and then like I play knight d4 here, and my pieces are just much more active than his. So I play f4 here. Um, I want to play queen c3, but I got paranoid of this. And okay, it is the engine's best move, but I should have realized that I can't be in trouble after e4. And instead, I play f4. King b7, queen c3. He could have played queen c5. I was a bit worried about that. I never want to take like this. Uh, at least practically, because he's threatening c4, and I always have to play c4 myself. I was just a bit worried here. Um, Queen c3, queen e7. Now I play king b2. You can't really take this pawn because I go rook a1. My immediate threat is queen a3. With queen a6 and then checkmate. So he goes queen e7. I go knight d4. Now my threat is knight c6, so I have to go queen c5. I take knight b3. It looks like, oh no, I blundered a fork, but knight c5 is just game over. For instance, this wins, and of course this is main one. So yeah, he cannot take h4, and I made sure of that. He finds the best move, okay. I played g4 here. This is a mistake. So the problem is that I let him activate his knight, and if I take it, for example, I just drop the b5 pawn. If I don't take it, I drop the e3 pawn. So my position is just very loose. After g4, he takes on h4, which I thought was fine, but I'm back in the game now. So I play rook g7. What's really important is that he cannot take b5 because I go rook takes c7. And This is mate. And of course, king a6, queen a3. Not queen b3, queen a. Oh, queen b3 still wins. Haha. And then this is mate. So he finds this queen h1 idea, which I completely missed. So I also saw rook d8. This is not a good move. I was hoping he would play this. I can take d7, and it looks like he can defend, but this is mate in one. Um, However, he finds the best move, which was queen h1. So the idea is I can't take the bishop because of queen a1, and I'm just getting mated here. So, of course, I saw the mate threat, and I have to play knight c1 here. I didn't see that. I thought knight c1 here, and I thought this is how the game was going to continue. And then the queen endgame is just a draw, because both their kings are too exposed, for past pawns to be meaningful. I, but we both missed this brilliant idea of rook a5. So the The key here is that he has this really annoying move, rook c5, and he's threatening both my knight the and my queen. So, like, if I try to defend the knight, queen e4, now he's threatening queen takes c2 and queen a4, for example, and I'm just completely lost here. Although this is really difficult to see, which is why neither of us saw it. He played d4, which I thought, okay, makes sense. He wants to play queen d5. And now I find the only move to stay in the game, which is queen f3. So my king is really exposed. So I'd have to get the queens off. Um, so I thought he might. So if he takes on b5 immediately, I go queen takes d5, knight f3. And I can always play knight h4 to attack f5. And even though I'm down a pawn, my pawn structure is much better. And this pass pawn is, and my knight is much better than this bishop. So only I can win this. He takes it though, which is correct. And now I find a really important move, d5. So it looks really dumb. You're down a pawn, you give up another pawn, but it's actually a very important move. He wants to play bishop c4 and bishop d5, which is pretty hard to kick his bishop. Maybe I can go knight d2, but you, let's say I play on with like c3, for example, bishop c6, and then yeah, my position is just really bad. I can't get a pass pawn. But I sacrifice a pawn, I get the d4 square. f5 is also weak. He went into k4, which I missed, but I told myself just stay calm, and I found the best move, c3. I can take the knight bishop, but it's not a free bishop because of rook b4 check, winning the knight. So he goes rook a, so I go c3, he goes bishop c4, which is a mistake. I thought he was going to play bishop d3, but then my plan was to go knight e6. And okay, it's probably a draw with best play. Um, Even though I have some annoying pressure, I can't do anything. But bishop c4, I can use my passed pawn and win f5. So I go e6, and here I was contemplating whether or not to just take a draw by repetition. And then I saw his time and my position. I thought, okay, I have to be winning here. So I go king e3, e7, rook e1, king d2, and now knight takes f5. The immediate threat is knight, let's say he goes h5, it's knight d6. If he takes it, I just make a queen, and this is check, so he cannot take it. So knight takes f5, king a6, he sees the threat, of course. I go knight g3. Again, he can't take because I make a queen. He goes rook e6, I play f5, rook e5, f6, and he resigns here. So I'm going to play f7 and then make a queen. He can go d4, but then I do the exact same idea. And yeah, that is the game against the 50th, 48th best player in the world. Smash that subscribe button and stay tuned for the next video. Bye for now.